Hello, welcome to my thoughts series. This series is every fourth Saturday of the month. I want to talk about something related to media, usually fan theories or just something I thought up to talk about this month. This month I'm talking about the Spectres for the Mass Effect trilogy, first Mass Effect trilogy. And the first Mass Effect trilogy, you work as a agent known as a Spectre. Yeah, these Spectres are agents for the galactic government known as the Council. The Spectres work with a very high degree of autonomy. Whenever the Council needs a mess to get cleaned up, they usually send in a Spectre. And when they send in a Spectre, they don't care how or what the Spectre does to get the situation handled, as long as it can be quickly and quietly swept under the rug. The council really doesn't care what you do as long as it's done and taken care of.
It is good that administration doesn't get in the way.
The problem is that there's really no accountability to their agents, and a lack of third-party oversight is really dangerous, considering their agents are literally above the law. The individual agents, they don't answer to anybody but the council members. Records of Spectre activity is deeply classified, even so to the point of when Spectres are under investigation, the investigators can't even access their files. No one can truly see what these agents are up to. The main bad guy for the first game, he was a Spectre before you uncovered his villainy. Even before you disposed him as an agent, he had a pretty brutal history. There was a time when that agent and a prospective agent went in to secure a known terrorist from a refinery. That refinery was detonated in the attempt to kill the terrorist. There was with over 500 civilian casualties, but the agent got away scot-free. The target was dead, so mission accomplished.
Sometimes you have to break some eggs.
I'll agree that sometimes to defend the law, especially on that kind of level, you will have to do some unsavory things. But there does need to be some kind of consequence when agents go too far. And there really doesn't seem to be any system of checks and balances in place to help secure these agents.
You said they report to the council.
Yeah, the council is a whole 3 people covering the entire galaxy. And something tells me they're not democratically elected. And after certain missions in the first game, you'll report back to the council, and the council pretty much says it's up to you to determine how to do your mission. It's not for us to tell you how to do your job. And when the main bad guy for the game is an agent that goes rogue, it takes a fair amount of convincing for the council to revoke his status. But even after but that's pretty much all they do. He says, okay, that guy's not an agent anymore. But they don't do anything to try to mitigate him. They seem to be more embarrassed that they actually have to do something. And I don't know, it's maybe fleshed out better in the novels and the comic books that surround this franchise. But in the game, it's just like one of our agents went rogue. Oh, I guess you better do something about it. It's like, it's your guys' agent.
What would you expect from them? They are politicians.
These politicians are trying to rule the galaxy through plausible deniability. They are personally not responsible for the actions of their agents. So that whenever an agent acts up, it's not their problem, it's the problem of the agent. Which I think is a major problem with that kind of situation, because there's a horrible situation developing, let's go send a Spectre in. Spectre situation goes way bad. Oh, it's not our fault, it was our agent went bad. It's like, but you sent the agent. The government body responsible for fixing things is just not accountable to the agents that they're sending. So the Spectre that they send in gets thrown under the bus so the council can keep their hands clean. So there's no responsibility for the government to keep its agents under control. So, that's just I don't know if that's a good way to run a government, to have, oh, there's some agents over here that's going to solve all the problems, but we better not be responsible for those agents to actually do their job. That's not a good way to have a government. But, and I'm sure there's other branches of the government that help maintain order. It's not like the Spectres are their army. They do have a fleet. So, but the agents are the highly romanticized super agents that solve all the galaxy's problems that you play as. But there's nothing to lead back to responsibility for the government to take. Yeah, that's just, I don't really have way to, a suggestion to improve it. Maybe it's just no one thought that out when they were writing. They just thought, hey, super cool agent going around solving the galaxy's problems. But when you get down to it, it's kind of messed up a bit. Yeah, that's the thoughts for this month. I'm going to do next month. Next month's Star Wars month, so we'll figure something out for next month. But that's my thoughts series every fourth Saturday of the month. I'm going to talk about something that comes across my head. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.